the channel. My name is Ariel. If you're new here, I make lifestyle. I hope that you guys stick around. But yeah, I'm a first time mom and I wanted to do a breastfeeding essentials video because I see a lot of those videos. I always used to watch them before I became a mom, and now that I am been breastfeeding for 8 months, well, and I also pump. So breastfeeding and pumping for the last 8 months, I feel like I kind of know, not got the gist of it, but I kind of got the hang of it so far. So I wanted to just come on and make this video for all the new moms or moms who are breastfeeding or interested in breastfeeding. Stick around and let's get into it. I have some notes here on my iPad that I have jotted down, and I want to just get into like essentials, tips, things that helped me along my journey. So yes. Okay, so I have my breastfeeding essentials list. I made this list like a while ago. So let's first start with products, and I'll put them on the screen, like what the products are and everything, and like so you guys can see. So, like I said, let's get started. So, oh, and if you hear that music in the back, that's my baby monitor. Okay, so the products that I'm going to start with is my holy grail, I would say, the My Breast Friend pillow. A lot of people have the Boppy or the My Breast Friend. I have both. I just use them for different things. I would have to say for breastfeeding, the My Breast Friend pillow came in handy, especially when we first brought baby Jace home from the hospital. The My Breast Friend pillow was extremely comforting. It helped with back support. It had like a latch. I'm going to insert a picture. It was super soft, so baby could rest his head on either side of the pillow, and I was able to feed on either side of the breast too. Especially because before we was able to take him home, I didn't have trouble with latching, but I had trouble with getting comfortable with him. So the My Breast Friend pillow really, really helped. I put it on my registry. So if you're a first time mom and you are looking for a pillow, you're looking to choose between the Boppy or the My Breast Friend pillow, put the My Breast Friend pillow on your registry. They have it on Amazon, and I think like I don't know about Target, but I do know for sure they have it on Amazon. I had it on my Amazon registry, and that's where someone purchased it for me. So yes, I would say get the My Breast Friend pillow. Super, super comfy. It made breastfeeding easier, and it was comfortable for me and baby. Especially in those nighttime feedings when you don't want to like hunch over, it helped a lot. So I would say get that. The Boppy pillow is a good pillow as well, but it's more for lounging. Like if I needed to sit the baby down, I didn't want to just lay him flat like on my bed or the couch, then I would use the Boppy pillow. Now he's 8 months, he's sitting up on his own, but he uses it to lounge on still while he's feeding or eating. I did not really like it as far as for breastfeeding because it just didn't provide the same amount of comfort as the My Breast Friend pillow. So, like I said, My Breast Friend pillow, I would give that about a 10 out of 10. And then the Boppy pillow, I would give that about maybe like a 7 out of 10. Nursing bras. I actually have one on right now. I'm going to see if I can show you guys. So, nursing bras have these clips where you could just pop it off. I sleep in bras now because I nurse throughout the night. So I got mine from Shein. A lot of people don't. I don't know if a lot of people know that. Like you can get your nursing bras from Shein, and I got like a pack of 5 for like $3. I know Walmart and Target has really expensive ones, so I would say get you some nursing bras from off of Shein, however you want to say it. Get plenty of them because that's what you're going to be living in when you're breastfeeding. Nursing bras they're comfortable, they're easy, they just snap on and snap back on, snap back off, and it's easy access. So I would say get nursing bras as well. Nursing creams such as like lanolin. The 3 that I've used the Earth Mama nipple butter, which I really like. It is expensive, but I really like that. I've used the lanolin cream from the Lassino brand. I like that a lot as well. I did not like the smell as much, but I did like it. I used the Medela brand one. That's the kind that they gave me at my hospital. Your hospital, when you give birth, does provide you with lanolin cream. So just take it when you give birth. Like take everything. Take everything. But yes, take everything when you give birth. The lanolin was the Medela kind that they provided for me. It was okay. Like I preferred the one that I was using. I also used another kind of nipple cream as well. I cannot remember the name, but I used the Lacino brand. It was like a nipple butter. Let me see. Um, it was like a balm. It was good. Like I said, Earth Mama was good. Lanolin from the Lacino brand was good. But now I just use baby Vaseline. Um, I know a lot of people want to try like different things because they want to see which is the best. You have to use what's best for you. Me personally, now I use Vaseline. I heard the Honest brand one was really good, but I never used it. Um, so yeah, I'm trying to find. I think it was called Booby Organics, Boob something. I'm trying to find it, you guys. I got it from Amazon. It was on my registry. Someone got it for me. It was like Boob something. I can't find it. If I find a picture, I'll insert it on the screen. That was by far my favorite one. Like I would prefer that over the Vaseline. It does the same thing, but I think it was a bit smoother, and you don't need a lot of nipple cream. You only need like a pea size amount. Um, like I said, I use the baby Vaseline, the big jar. I just carry it with me. So yeah, let's move on from that. I will say you do need nursing creams to prevent dry, cracked nipples. I was able, I'm blessed to not have experienced that because I do not play about my nipple cream. Every time after I breastfeed, you put your cream on or your Vaseline. Every time after you, before I pump, I put the cream on as well. Also, milk storage bags. You need milk storage bags. I would say milk storage bags. They have so many different brands. I've tried a lot of them. Thankfully, through my insurance, they send me bags every month. So they stopped in in May, and I just got a pack. They send for 6 months, then they take a break, and then they send for another 6 months, which is weird. Um, but yes, I have tried. I'll tell you because there are bags that I don't like. I will say because when you store your milk, you want to make sure you're storing your milk flat. I'm going to insert a video of how you should store your milk or pictures of how I store my milk, and it creates ample amount of space to be able to store sufficiently where you can have space. Um, I will say the Medela bags, I personally did not like them. I did not like the storing of them. They were not flat at the bottom; they were round, so storing was made like horrible. And you also want to get bags that are good for pouring because you don't want to spill milk. The Lacino bags or the bags that I'm using right now, I don't have an issue with them, but I don't like the pour effect with them because it's like harder to pour. And I've tried a different other brands too. I like the Target kind, I like the Walmart kind. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say go out of your. I don't know what everybody's finances are like. However, I just prefer to use Lacino and the bags that I get sent. Also on the go, because when you're pumping, for people who exclusively pump, you still need to have a place to store your milk. I opted for the Haka silicone milk storage containers. I imagine you can get them from Amazon. Silicone ones, you are reusable. You can, like when you pump your milk, you can put them in the fridge wherever you are. um, and I like them because they're super easy and sleek to fit in like your little cooler if you have a cooler. Sometimes people pump and put it straight into another bottle. That's okay too. I'm just speaking for people who would like to um, have somewhere to store their milk while they're on the go. So I would say silicone milk storage bags are extremely helpful for that. Like I said, I'm gonna insert a picture on the screen. Also, in the beginning, you want to make sure you're carrying breast pads. I tried the paper ones. They just, when I was leaking, they just did not work for me. Everybody is different, but they did not work for me. I would leak through them until I opted out into the cloth breast milk pads, and they work tremendously. They're reusable. You can wash them, whereas the paper ones, you have to throw them in the trash, and that's like wasting money. Where you can get the reusable ones that are cloth, and you're able to wash them with your other laundry. So I would say get the breast pads that are cloth so that way you can reuse them. Okay. Wearable breast pumps. I am a person where I have had three pumps. The pump that I'm currently using right now is the Bella Baby breast pump. This is what it looks like. It's kind of big, but this would be considered a cordless or wearable breast pump. I personally feel like in order to have mobility in your home or wherever you are, get yourself a wireless wearable breast pump. Yes, I do believe that. Well, I can't even say that because I didn't try every single pump. I have tried the Amita Maya Joy Plus pump, which is a cord pump, and I just had lots of problems with it. The motor, the hoses, it just gave me a lot of problems. I did have a Amazon version of the Mom Cozy pump, which was not a bad pump at all. I got lots of milk with that pump, but it was given to me, so it was previously used because my Amita Maya Joy Plus had broke, and I didn't have a breast pump right away. But it was a good pump. And it's like a dupe of the Mom Cozy. So, and I've heard lots of things about Mom Cozy, but this is the best pump that I've had experience with, which is the Bella Baby breast pump, and it's super affordable. Y'all, I got mine for like $50. It comes with these cases that you put it in, and I carry these to work with me because I pump at work as well. So, sorry, y'all, my dog. So yeah, I would say get a breast pump. A lot of people do say that they are able to get a lot of milk with their breast pump that has cords. I've heard good things about the Medela. I've heard good things about the Spectra. I've heard lots of good things about cord pumps. For me, I just need the mobility. For the pump that I did have wires with, I did have a pump and bra where my flanges could fit and I could still walk around, but it still had the cords that connect to the motor. I did a unboxing of it. If I could try to find a video of it, I'll put it in a clip, but I might just record a video to show you guys what I'm talking about. But personally, if you're a person who does not like to sit down, even when you are home after you have your baby, you still want to move around in your house. So I would say get a wireless breast pump. This Bella Baby fits right into my pump and bra where I'm able to just move around freely. So moving on. Cooling and heating pads. I recommend those because when your breast gets sore and full, you just want to have some sort of relief. You can use these cooling or heating pads while you are pumping. I had the Lacino brand that was gifted to me. I also had the Mom Frida brand that was gifted to me at my baby shower. And you also can use some too. I want to say they have some on Amazon. I can't remember the specific brand, but yes, cooling and heating pads. Some you can heat up, some you can just stick them in the freezer, and then when you're ready to use them, pop them on your boobs. So that way you can have instant release while you're pumping, so that you can release and feel better. Because when you're engorged, you guys, engorgement it sucks. It hurts. It feels like a rock is trying to bust through your teeny tiny nipple or areola. Not a fun time. Also, make sure you check with your insurance to see if you can get a free breast pump. I got my first breast pump free through my insurance. I wanted the LV, but they were sold out, so I had to opt out for what they had. Like I said, I personally believe before you go and buy one, or just so that you can have two, because you're gonna need two breast pumps. And the reason why I say that is because if you don't need to have two, but it's better to have two than to have one, because if you can have one for on the go and one in the house. So you don't have to switch and wash pump parts every day. You don't want to deal with that. So yes, make sure you are able to get a free breast pump through your insurance. Most insurance do provide that. You just have to call and deal with them for like 30 minutes to an hour, and then they'll get you settled and squared away. So make sure you do that. Also, for cleaning your pump parts, you can clean your pump the way I do mine, or my husband. He cleans my pump parts with like the baby's dishes. We don't use any fancy like dish detergent or anything like that. We use a regular detergent. I've spoken with the lactation consultant who told me that that was okay. If you're not sure, you can also get your own lactation consultant and figure out which one to do is best for you. Medela company also has these wet wipes that you can use. I use those in the beginning, but sometimes you don't want to just keep doing that. Sometimes they need a deep clean because you can get things clogged up in there, like milk, and it's gross. So you want to make sure that you are able to go ahead and clean your breast pumps, and you use the regular bottle cleaning brush. That's what we do in our house. So now on to breastfeeding. Before I get into like breastfeeding, I just want to say fed is best. I'm not the person who heavily promotes breastfeeding. You have to do what's best for you. I will say I do promote everybody to try it. All the new moms that I've encountered, to just try it to see. Sometimes it can really weigh on your mental health and encourage you to go through postpartum depression. As long as you're taking care of yourself, you'll be able to take care of your baby. If you do not want to breastfeed and it's not for you, that is completely okay. As long as your baby is healthy, safe, and fed, that's really all that matters. But breastfeeding is a challenge, and I think that any mom who does it, kudos to you. Give yourself a pat on the back because it is really hard as a mom who's breastfeeding and going through low milk supply right now. I'm trying my best, and sometimes you don't feel like you're trying your best, and it sucks because you want to feed your baby. But yeah, I think that whatever you do with your baby is the best for you, and if it soothes your mental health and helps you keep going along, do what's best for you. But I do want to get into some breastfeeding tips that I have for someone who is breastfeeding. In order to successfully be able to breastfeed, you have to stay hydrated, and that means water. Get yourself a nice tumbler, which gives you a good excuse to go find a really cute tumbler. Amazon, Target, Marshall, TJ Maxx. I have several of them. To stay hydrated and make sure you just have a great water intake. I think you should be drinking like 80 ounces a day when you're a mom or breastfeeding. I'm not completely sure, don't quote me. But as long as you're like, I have a big 40-ounce one and I just fill it up constantly. So I know I drink a little over 80 ounces a day because I love water. I prefer water over juice and soda any day. And I was like that before I even had a baby, but that's what I do in order to keep my, and now I'm trying to increase my supply. So yeah, I would say that skin to skin contact is really good to promote breastfeeding. I try to do skin. I do skin to skin every night with my baby while I'm breastfeeding him. Like, because I told you I sleep in bras, so he's able to lay on me. He's able to feel me, and also skin to skin is just good to get those cuddles in with your little baby and just feel all squishy inside. Eating is really important. Also, what you're eating is important. What you're eating can affect your supply. It can affect how much your baby's getting while you're pumping, because you don't really know what your baby is getting until like you really don't know when they're on the boob. When you're pumping, you can see what you're producing. I would say as far as like eating, you can look up different things that help promote um, like good increasing milk supply. I know like things that are high in protein and fiber, like dates. I think like oatmeal is really good. What is it called? Power something. This juice, something I can't remember the word. The juice. It's like I'm vlogging on my phone, so I can't show it to y'all. But it's like not Power Aids. I can't remember. I get them all the time. I don't know why I can't remember. Also, breast massages are very good to help that milk flow. If you get with a lactation consultant, they could probably help you out with different massages. Also, and before you leave the hospital, a lactation consultant will come to your room to help you and basically inform you and educate you on things you need to know. You can always ask some questions, and sometimes your insurance can provide you with a lactation consultant that you can see that they would pay for. So I would look into that as well. So yeah, also just try your best. Like, everything is hard in the beginning. It was very hard for me in the beginning because my baby had some swallowing difficulties when he was born, so I didn't even get to breastfeed right away, and he didn't latch for a while, for like almost like 2 weeks. He didn't latch, and then he started latching when we went home. So it just takes a bit. I cried. I was scared. I just thought that I wasn't doing a good job. But it's different for everybody, and just try your best. I also would say, in order to catch letdown is extremely important, you guys, to build up a supply or stash. I built up a pretty big stash. I'm going to include some clips and videos. I built up a stash from when my baby was in the NICU for 2 weeks and I was home. I was pumping when I was staying with him in the NICU. I was pumping and building up a great amount. So another thing I do is like while I'm breastfeeding, this is what I call a milk catcher. There's another word for it, but I can't remember. A lot of people talk about the haka. I like the haka. I use it a lot, but I prefer this. The haka sometimes comes off, and it's a lot of people don't. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people don't tell the truth about it because it's like the popular mom product. But this is a babe milk catcher. You just put it in your pumping bra, and there's a section here for your nipple. So as you're breastfeeding, all that letdown goes into here, and it does not fall out, and it's great. It's not uncomfortable. If your baby moves, it doesn't fall down. That's the issue that I'm having right now with the haka because I use the haka at night while I am breastfeeding. Basically, my baby is at the age now where he wants to. This is how he breastfeeds, like everything. And so, because of that, he knocks it down, and I spill my supply every night. He's actually taken it off and dumped it. So this is like a hidden thing that you can use while your baby is really, really small or really, really big. So that way you can still catch a good amount of milk. So make sure I cover everything I wanted to cover in this video. Yeah, so I would say if you do not have milk catchers on your registry, please put them on your registry. Add them right now because these are going to come handy. You're gonna, and these aren't something that you're just gonna use one time. No, no, no. You're gonna use these your entire journey because letdown is a lot. Sometimes it's not, sometimes it is. But if you're like constantly breastfeeding, it's probably gonna be a lot, and it relieves you from being like wet and spilling half of like your milk. So yes, I would say this is the Babe brand. I think they have them on Amazon. Let me check really quick, just so that way you guys can see. Milk collector. That's what they're called, y'all. Milk collectors. Yeah. So they have these on Amazon. These ones are called breast shells. I prefer these over the haka or anything. These are really, really good. They just fit right there. You're done, and that's it. So I would recommend that. Breastfeeding is extremely difficult. If you get the chance to breastfeed, amazing. If you don't breastfeed, you're still a good mom as long as your baby is being fed. That's really all that matters. So, and I think that's all I wanted to cover. So thank you guys for watching my mom. That's on my mom video. If you have any questions about like breastfeeding or anything, feel free to like put them in the comment section below. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I'll put all those on the screen. And follow my breastfeeding journey because it's a lot, okay? Bye.